Hello everyone, Joe here from Joe's Aquatics. Just thought I'd do an update on all my tanks. These are my mutt guppy fry, and there's mama, and there's a juvenile. But yeah, I got a bunch of fry. A lot of them are about a month old, and then the smaller ones about a week old, maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna go over to this tank. This is the one we're gonna get the red cobra guppies in here that we ordered from Michael's Fish Room, but right now it is housing my super red Bristlenose Plecos. And there is one of them right there. There's 4 in here that I ordered from Mile High's Fish Room. Or my bad, Mile High Plecos. Sorry, had Michael's Fish Room still on my mind. But yeah, Mile High Plecos. And yeah. So if you guys are interested in any of his Plecos that he has, check out his Facebook page. Just search in the search engine of Facebook for Mile High Plecos, and you will find him. And yeah, just message him if you're interested. I got 4 baby red or super red Bristlenose Plecos. And what I'm planning on doing, I've talked about in a previous video, is along this wall right here, I'm gonna build a rack. And talked about the fact that I had a 55 gallon, a 29 gallon, and 2 more 10s. The 2 10s need to be resealed. But what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm going to hold off on the 55 for now, and I probably won't set it up until I move out of here, which will be probably about 6 months down the road or so. But we'll get the 30 on, or the 29 on there, and I'm gonna try to get these 2 10s on the rack plus my other 2 10s. Because really, this stand right here, it wasn't built for these 2 10s to sit on this bottom shelf. This bottom shelf is supposed to be just storage. They hold up pretty well, but I'm just not sure exactly how long it's going to hold up like that. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for now. And we'll hold off on the 55 for now. And what's going to happen is the super red Plecos are going to go in the 29 gallon. And also what I'm going to do, of course, you know, the pure strands of guppies that I'm breeding, this is my Nebula Steels tank. We'll talk about it in a second. What I'm planning on doing, see, the culls that I'm gonna get out of my pure strands, like my Nebula Steels and my red cobras once they come. And if you don't know what culling is, it's when you pull out the fish with the genetics that are not true to the strand you're breeding. And I've talked about in previous video how when I cull them out, they're going to go into my mutt tank. But also, we're going to cull out of this tank too. Notice how my mama female there and the juvenile female there, they have no color in them. I want my mutt tank, even though it's a mutt tank, to be colorful, you know. So anything with no colors, or just something that doesn't look bland, or something that looks bland just doesn't look fancy, because these are still going to be fancy guppies. And also any like genetic defects such as a bent back or something like that, I'm going to cull out a bit, and they're going to go in with the red albinos in the 29 gallon. And what I'm gonna do with the culls from this and the ones that are gonna be in the 29, I'm just gonna have as my feeder fish. Now down the road, whenever I move out, I'm planning on getting an Oscar, just an Oscar as a pet. And what I can do is take from my feeder tank and feed the Oscar. But since I'm probably not gonna, that's probably what's gonna go in my 55, and I'm probably not gonna get it till I move out. So chances are the feeder tank will probably get overpopulated by then, in which case I'm gonna, whenever I see this this tank here, my Mutt Fancy tank, Mutt Fancy Guppies, are gonna be sold to the pet store, a local pet store, as Fancy Guppies. But then I'll probably take, if the feeder tank gets overpopulated, I'll just take some of them, and I probably won't even sell it to them. I'll just give them to them because I know they sell them dirt cheap. So I'll just give it, you know, if it gets overpopulated, just give it to them anytime I make a run from these fish. These fish are going to get sold, or, you know, trade in as store credit, more than likely. So yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, it'd be nice, like, down the road whenever I get an Oscar. And I found out by doing research, they eat snails too. And see, I know all of my guppy breeding tanks have snails in them, and they're gonna eventually get overpopulated. They're just the common pond snails, but they help keep the tank clean and provide a good ecosystem along with the plants and everything. But they're going to get overpopulated, so I can take the snails and feed to the Oscar, and I can also feed the feeder fish to the Oscar. So that's just going to be something new. Like, we'll wait and see after all these fry grow up. We'll keep all the colorful ones in here and cull out all the ones that don't have as much color. And yeah, we'll keep this tank fancy even though they're mixed. I might even refrain from using the word mutt, and I'm definitely not going to use the word mutt when I try to sell them to the pet store. I'm just going to say, hey, I got some colorful fancy guppies, you know. So that's just going to be something kind of exciting, and, or, you know, that's going to be kind of my setup, because I know this tank is eventually, you know, as I cull out of these tanks, I'm still going to get good colors. It's just not going to be pure to the strand I'm breeding. Then they go from here to there, and then this tank, if it gets to where it's not even, they're not even looking like fancy guppies, then they are going to go into the feeder tank along with my red albino Bristlenose Plecos. So yeah, tell me what y'all think. Y'all got any suggestions? Leave a comment, hit that like button if you like it, if you like the video. I appreciate everyone that's supporting me and at 250 subscribers, and I just appreciate it so much. And yeah, just hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. If you like the videos, hit that notification button to get updates every time I upload a video. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Y'all have a good day.